What's up, everyone？ 我是麦克老师。今天我们来看一看马云是怎么学英语的。
I don't know why at 12, 13 years old, that time I suddenly fell in love into the language, the English. And there's no place you can learn English at that time. There's no books, English books.
那他到底怎么学会英语呢？Ma Yun, Jack Ma, has been in the news a lot lately. Why? Because his foundation has been donating millions and millions of face masks and thousands of test kits, which are desperately needed across the world. It's really cool to see him doing this philanthropy, and this may be what's called a silver lining throughout this whole pandemic. Silver lining, what does that mean? It means something good that came out of something so terrible. And what I've been seeing a lot lately in my home country and all over the world is people really giving their time, giving their money, giving their resources to try and fight this pandemic. We're seeing people like Jack Ma, big businesses, small businesses, individuals. I've even seen a lot of doctors and nurses coming out of retirement just to help fight this thing. So I think the silver lining that might come out of this really is more philanthropy from businesses and individuals. It's just really great to see people stepping up when others are in need. Anyways, Jack Ma. I just finished watching about 5 hours of Jack Ma interviews and lectures, and I have to tell you, feeling quite inspired right now. He's really smart, really confident, and an English machine. He will just lecture and interview in English for hours. There are a few small things he could do to improve his English, but first, before we get to that, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and leave me a like or share the video or do all three. I appreciate it. Jack Ma actually went to school to be a teacher. Let's have a look.
I was trained to be a high school teacher, and I hate to be a teacher. But the thing I learned from being a teacher, that a teacher always want his students to be more successful and better than you are.
That's great advice, and I hope that all of your English will be much better than mine someday.
Someday I'll go back to teach. Go back to school, spend time with the young people, and sharing with them what I know.
Hope he goes back to teach. I will sign up for his class right away. Speaking of classes, I have to thank the sponsor of today's video, Lingoda. If you are stuck at home in quarantine, like I am, do not waste your precious time. Go right now and check out the Lingoda Super Sprint language promotion. Use your free time and bring your English to the next level. It's simple. You take a 1-hour class every day for 90 days straight. And if you do that according to their terms and conditions, you can get a 100% cashback refund. If that's too much for you or you're too busy, you can do the regular sprint, which is 45 classes in that same 90-day period. And if you finish the regular sprint, you can still earn a 50% refund on your money. You need to hurry and sign up by April 3rd because the sprint and super sprint both start on April 8th. These are live online classes with 2 to 3 students per class. All teachers are qualified native speakers. You can choose your level, beginner to advanced, book the classes whenever is convenient for you, and you get to keep all the learning resources when you're finished. Additionally, you get free access to Cambridge English's online testing site. Over 25,000 students have participated in this language sprint. So what are you waiting for? Go to the link below, pay your €49 deposit. You can use my voucher code to get a €10 discount, and your payments will come out automatically for 3 months. But remember, if you finish every class according to their terms and conditions, 100% cash back refund. If you have extra time at home like I do, take advantage of this offer. As many of us know, Jack Ma is no stranger to failure.
See, when KFC come to China, come to my city,
You applied.
24 people went for the job. 23 people were accepted. I was the only one guy.
Obviously, that didn't stop him from becoming wildly successful. But how did he learn English so well? Let's have a look.
I don't know why at 12, 13 years old, that time I suddenly fell in love into the language, the English. And there's no place you can learn English at that time. There's no books, English books. So I went to the Hangzhou Hotel, now called Hangzhou Shangri-La Hotel, because that was the hotel can receive the foreign visitors. So every morning for 9 years, I showed them around as a free guide, and they taught me English.
So even from a young age, you can see he has this spirit of giving, and he just showed people around for free just so he could practice his English. What else did you do, Jack?
So I listened to the BBC and Voice of America.
I'm 100% made in China. I've never got a one-day train outside China. And when people talk to me, say, Jack, why sometimes you talk like an Western guys? I think that was the 9 years.
So for 9 years, he did this. 真的太厉害. Now, there's something that Jack Ma does when he speaks that makes him very interesting to listen to. I want you to watch and see if you can figure it out.
Don't try to be the best. Be the first.
Did you hear it? He has a very carefully planned tempo in his speech to emphasize certain parts he wants you to really, really think about. He'll stop briefly, which gets you to think, and then he'll hit you with his main points.
And I strongly believe it's not the technology that changed the world.
Ba-bum, 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 ba-bum.
Opportunity always lies in the challenges, always lies in the complaints. If you can solve the challenge, you will be successful.
Very effective. He's also got a sense of humor and a really creative way to use the language to emphasize his point. Let's have a listen.
As an entrepreneur, today is very difficult, and tomorrow is even more difficult. But the day after tomorrow is very beautiful. Most people die tomorrow evening.
It's a very interesting analogy he uses there. It really emphasizes what he wants to say. Another thing Jack Ma knows are cultural references, specifically famous movie quotes. In the US, we use movie quotes all the time in our daily communication. He uses movie quotes that everyone knows and everyone relates to. Let's have a listen.
I was very painful that day, and when I saw one movie, Forrest Gump. I love that movie, especially the sentence said, Mom said, life like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're going to get.
Life is like a box of chocolate. You never know what you can get, right?
If you want to shorten it, you can just say, life is like a box of chocolates, and everybody will know what you mean.
And the other thing, Forrest Gump said, nobody make money out of the catching whales. People make money by catching shrimps. So we serve small business.
Great movie reference to illustrate his point. The other thing I really like about listening to Jack Ma's English is he takes a few elements of Chinese and puts them into English. Now, I don't know if these are Chinese idioms he's transferring into English. If you know, you can leave me a message below, but he uses a lot of imagery from Chinese idioms such as tigers and rabbits to illustrate his point. Let's check it out.
If there are 9 rabbits on the ground, if you want to catch the rabbit, don't change the rabbit, change yourself. Stick to one rabbit.
We would never say it this way in English, but it's a great reference and everybody can understand what he's trying to say.
It was so difficult. I called myself like a blind man riding on the back of blind tigers.
Such a clear picture.
When a tiger is following you, you can run much faster than you thought.
That's true. I had a tiger chase me once. That was a lie. That didn't happen. Obviously, Jack Ma has a huge vocabulary. Let's look at some of the higher level words and phrases he uses.
I feel inspired. I feel we are the same animal.
Same animal. It doesn't literally mean animal. It just means we are the same kind. We have the same thinking. You can use this for anything. Oh, you like to put ketchup on your rice? Me too. We're the same animal. Oh, you're an entrepreneur? Me too. We're the same animal.
Most people, seeing is believing. But real entrepreneurs and leaders, we believe, then we see.
This is a fixed phrase in English. Seeing is believing. Come over to my house. There's a ghost in the closet. Sure, why not? Seeing is believing. There are a few things Jack could do to improve his English. One of them that I noticed he does very frequently is this pronunciation error. Let's have a look.
Who can using this internet technology?
The revolution of the technology.
Internet technology. We give technology. I know nothing about technology.
Did you hear it? He kept saying technology. On some of these longer 3 and 4 syllable words, many people forget to say the final syllable. So in this case, G, technology, not technology.
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 I hear this often with other words like Hamburg instead of hamburger, or Americ instead of America. It's easy to do on these longer words, but try your best to remember to say those final syllables. There are just a few small grammar and pronunciation things he needs to work on, but overall an excellent handle on the language. And if I ever get a chance to meet him in the future, I'll let you know how his English has improved. And if you want to improve your English quickly, don't forget about the Lingoda Language Super Sprint. Sign up by April 3rd. Classes start April 8th. Just click on the link below, read those terms and conditions, and get that cash back. If you have extra time on your hands, use it. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I just want to say thank you to everybody who is fighting this pandemic and giving their time and money and resources. It's awesome to see more and more philanthropy in the world. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, give it a like, give it a share. I'll see you very soon. 我是麦克老师，下次再见。
Thank you.